No, wrong side.
Okay, yeah, wrong. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so thank you, Oriental Theater. So anyway, our next speaker, this guy, no, I won't say it. Okay, so this guy, no, I mean a little bit, like he's got that look. I can't tell if he'd be a bad guy in an 80s movie or a good guy in an 80s movie.
That's fair.
Yeah, you don't know. Like some guys, you know, you're like, oh, you're like the blonde kid and the Karate Kid, and can't trust. This guy, I think by the end of it, you'll be like, yeah, he's the good guy. Yeah, he's the good. Yeah, he's the Ralph Macchio, just taller. Okay, so, but his favorite smell is a hint of patchouli.
Not the creepy kind, not like overwhelming.
Like I just rolled out of the van.
Ren fair,
yeah.
Whatever.
And his skill, this is interesting, pouring liquid from a big thing into a small thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's good. That's pretty solid. And he was a professional skateboarder. Now he's here tonight telling you that you can be creative. Please give it up, Ignite 34, Ben Lovejoy.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Hi, everybody. As you heard, I'm Ben Lovejoy, and I'm a creative person. And I'm here to dispel the idea that that means something special, that I have some kind of creativity magic that you guys don't have. So like you, I grew up wearing red sleepers, blowing up balloons, skateboarding. And when I was a teenager, I got to start dressing myself. I got to start picking my own clothes. And this was the first day of school. Not prom. I was expressing myself. And though the way I express myself might look different from the way you express yourself, or the things that you do might be different than the things that I do, insofar as creativity is concerned, we're not that different. Because creativity is something that everyone has, that we all have inside of us, even you. And since we have creativity inside us from the day we're born, it's really easy to forget. And it's easy to get disconnected from it. And that's a tragedy to me, because creativity is a fuel that you can use to guide the course of your life. When I was a skateboarder, I was drawing all over everything. I drew on my skateboards, I drew on my jacket, drew on the walls, I drew on everything. And it was just normal. That was just what me and my peer group did. And it's normal until someone tells you that it's not. And for me, that was my dad. He was a good dad. He loved me. He was a little concerned, you know. He had some worries. His picture of the world was a little different than my picture. And so my picture started to get a little distorted because he was telling me one of the first of the few lies that we get told about creativity. He was telling me that I was never going to be successful by following these creative pursuits. Whether he was right or not, he wasn't. You know, the measure of your success really does not have to do with the measure of your creativity. And the second lie has to do with being told that the thing that we make needs to be good objectively in order for it to be valuable. And that's simply a lie. Creativity is valuable to every person, whether the thing that you make is good or not. And these things are important because these places are real. They're really easy to get trapped in. They're easy to feel stuck in and to feel like you don't have anywhere you can go. And that is the third lie. Because we are constantly creating whatever is next for us. We're constantly choosing what we want to do next. And when we're engaged in our creativity, that list becomes much more interesting. So I encourage you to create something. I make stuff. You might knit baskets. You might come up here and do Ignite talks. You might cook. It doesn't matter what you do. Whatever you do that engages your creativity, just do that. And remember that it doesn't have to be good. It doesn't have to be something that everybody looks at and says, wow, that's the most incredible, creative, genius painting. It has to be good to you. It has to be something that you love. Because when you connect your creativity to something that you're passionate about, that is a wellspring of inspiration that can affect every area of your life. That's why creativity is so important. So, now that everybody here knows that you're creative, you're probably wondering, what do I do next? And the truth is, it's going to be different for every person here, but I'm going to share a couple tips that have worked for all kinds of people in all kinds of different circumstances, no matter who you are. The first thing, go outside. All you have to do is go outside and open your eyes and look up. Because when we go into nature, that connects us with our nature, and our nature is inherently creative. One of the things that I like to do when I go outside and I open my eyes is I set an intention to take a picture of something that I find interesting. Now, when you do this, you will be amazed at how many things you find that look interesting. So to review, do something, one thing, that you find inspiring, that you feel creative about every day. When you get stuck or you forget, go outside, open your eyes. And acknowledge your creativity, and this is maybe the most important. You have to acknowledge your creativity to yourself, and then maybe acknowledge it to other people. Maybe share the things that you're creating. Maybe tell the people that you know that you're getting back into doing things and making things. And maybe then you'll find yourself wanting to say that I'm a creative person too. And in fact, let's try it right now. I want everybody who's here to turn to somebody who's next to them and say, "Hi, my name is," you say your name, "and I'm a creative person." Awesome. Wow, that's taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take you. So listen, I want to leave you with this. Creativity is a power that we all have. You're born with it. So let tonight be a reminder of that awesome force that you are, and go out from here tonight with the conviction that you too are creative.
All right, you guys, here we are. Microphones are funny.